Happy holidays, and thank you for taking a look at the video release notes for Perspective VMS version 4.5.0. Today we're going to take a look at some of the new features that have been added with this minor release, as well as some enhancements and some corrections that have been added to the software. You can see our latest software available at any time at lensec.com/PVMS. You can navigate to that directly from our homepage or by clicking on the header for PVMS. So lensec.com/PVMS will take you directly to the application page, and from here you can download our software directly. You can also see our current release notes, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. By clicking on the release notes, you can see not only the new releases in this version, but if you are responsible for upgrading a system from any previous version, and you would like to know the changes and alterations between that version and the current version, this release notes has all of those previous features listed. A note about the release notes, you'll see that they are listed. Some are listed in bold. Those represent new features added to this release. You'll also see some features down here that are enhancements to existing features, as well as the aforementioned bug fixes or corrections. These are all the notable features and changes. Of course, with every release, there are dozens of small little feature modifications to improve the user interface quality for all of our users globally. Well, let's take a look at the application itself. Here we're running Perspective VMS, and we're going to talk about some of the newer features that are available. One of the nicer features that came in takes advantage of the existing integration capabilities between video management software and physical access control. In this release, we have the capability of bringing in not only the access control transaction, but also bringing in the image from the cardholder's badge themselves. This allows you to validate, does the right person have that credential that's using it to access the door? Of course, as with all of our access control events in previous releases, you can search by an individual person and then filter by that to see those past events. Here we're looking at Alman Dedelia using his credential to access the facility. We can see his image that was imported directly from the access control system as Alman enters the door. The user can then validate whether or not that image is in fact matching with the access control credential. This is a great way to validate that the right people are using the credentials to access the system. And because Perspective VMS works with multiple access control systems, multiple access control databases can be used. This one happens to be from Galaxy Control System, System Galaxy. RS2's Access It and Midpoint's Credo ID also allow for the importation of cardholder pictures and images. Another item to speak about when we're talking about integrations to different subsystems is a new report that allows you to see your connector status. Connector status means what is the connection between those two subsystems and are they online? In that same vein, inside of administration, we have a new job that's been created, and jobs are located underneath the settings under the jobs category. And that job is for integration data synchronization. And that job, like other jobs, can be scheduled on a frequency basis. Some of the new integrations that you'll see are for things like shot detection and vapes. So vape detection. So here's an integration with a shot detection. And in this particular integration, we are seeing the GIS coordinates that are being sent to us to be able to indicate where that gunshot was detected and the approximate camera to that gunshot detection. Here we see it on a map, but because it is associated to that nearest camera, you can also play back the archive image during that gunshot. This allows you to see it both in a recorded standpoint and also navigate to the map to see it live. Both of those features allow for you to interrogate that scenario and validate first responders that are coming to that scene. Soda vape detection is also available in this release. as is Suprema Face Station Access Control integration. These are some of the new integration items that are available. Some of the improvements that we'll see here, one of them comes from a report, and this report is requested for the camera snapshot report. The request came in to allow you to pick not only a subgrouping of cameras that you would like to see in the camera snapshot, but also of a particular date and time. So here at this example, I'll go and I'll pick 10 a.m. from yesterday, and I'll view those camera snapshot at that particular time. You can see as the time were to change, we can now go to 2 a.m. in the morning, and we'll see some of these images, obviously, that will change and show a nighttime view during that time period. This is a great way for you to get a snapshot of those archives for cameras that have available imagery. Speaking of available imagery, on the Maps browser itself, a new feature allows you to see which cameras are online and which cameras are offline by a simple graphic change. So once a camera is offline, you will see a offline symbol appear over the camera icon itself. This is great for glancing situationally to understand which devices are available inside of your floor plan and inside of your facility. There are a few other features and enhancements to help touch-enabled devices and mobile devices utilizing Perspective VMS to help you interact, including the ability to lock, unlock, and pulse doors from a mobile device if you have permissions. We appreciate you taking the time to take a look at this video release notes for Perspective VMS 4.5.0. We look forward to speaking with you more soon. And if this is your first time seeing Perspective VMS in action, we encourage you to check out the other videos on our YouTube page for full-fledged demonstrations. Thank you very much, and happy holidays.